Hello YouTube, today at powerjackrepair.org we're gonna correct the camera a little bit. We have a Razer laptop RZ09, whatever after dash doesn't really matter, but the thing is, I did get a whole bunch of calls about it over the year, and people were saying, okay, where can I get this particular connector? And as you can see, this particular connector probably has 1, 2, 3 holes. That's my understanding, right? And probably this guy should have 3 pins in there, but it only has 1 pin, right? Because the 2 pins, smaller ones, are left inside of the connector. So I kept telling everybody I don't have replacement connectors and I don't have the replacement jacks. This is pretty much the only laptop for which I don't have connectors for. There are some USB Type-C connections which we have but we don't work on, but this one is not a USB Type-C, it's one of the bigger ones, and the guy was basically just saying, bro, can you just wire something up so that the thing would work? And I was like, well, if you don't care about how it looks, send it in, I will try to do my best. So let's open it up. Somebody opened up the laptop before, so that reduces the chances that this whole system even gonna work after I'm done with it, but let's take a look. Okay, so we see that the connector is right here. It got 3 connections right there, 3 pin connections in the back. There is another small pin right there. And I hope, oh shoot, look at this battery. So the battery is fluffy, that means it's either doesn't work or probably won't work, or yeah, this is a really fluffy battery. You see how it fluffs up? So let's take it apart and see what I can maybe wire up here and here again to make it work, because so many questions. The guy was like, I basically told him, okay, you know, send it in, because if you really need to fix it, you know, send it in. And he kept asking the question. I was like, you know what, send it someone else, to somebody else. He was like, no more questions. So let's see, this is, I hope, the is where the battery connection right here. I never seen a battery connector like that. You know, I don't want to short anything on the motherboard, so let's try and use the plastic on this guy. Yeah, hopefully this is the battery connection. All right, so let's remove the battery, the fluffy battery. All right, so we remove the fluffy battery. Like that. Oh, wow. Yeah, basically because the case is aluminum, once you drop it once, the whole thing just fluffs up. Okay. Now, what next? Here we have huge heatsink. I've never seen a heatsink like that before. Even though I have 1,000+ videos on this channel of different laptops making models. But over the last 20 years or so, 22 years, this business has been around for 22 years. So let's see. And we have jacks for every single. Maybe we're gonna have the jack for this one in the future as well. You can text us and say, you know what, I seen the video. Can you fix this laptop for me? But probably not, because this is the only laptop for which this particular jack, this particular connection was used for. So I think nobody gonna be buying 10,000 of those jacks, because that's the minimum order quantity of the jacks. If you're buying a jack from a couple of companies, there's only 2 manufacturers of the jacks out there, and the minimum order quantity is 10,000. So quite honestly, I don't want to invest into buying 10,000 of those jacks, considering there's only maybe like I would estimate maybe like a dozen of those a year, which I would receive here, and the rest I would probably not be able to sell anywhere. Okay, and you know how Chinese works. They basically sell you 10,000 and the remaining 10,000 they sell themselves on the aftermarket for cheaper. So they always look for an idiot who gonna pay for the full price of the full batch for like 20. Yeah, so, but anyways, besides the point here, like that, like that, like that. Okay, let's see if we needed to remove the SSD chip. Yep, we needed to remove the SSD chip because this wire goes on top of the SSD chip. And we disconnect the LED cable here. We want to disconnect the speakers right here and right here. And we probably have to remove the speakers too because it's going to be just easier install. So yeah, let's remove the speaker here, speaker there. Okay, like that. That also. All right, so let's remove the speakers like that. Like that. By the way, if you comment something like a good job or leave a like, that would help the channel tremendously. Because the channel will be rated a little bit higher. Now let's see right here. Alright, so we got two right there. One right there. I mean, I keep investing into those 4K cameras and microphones. And if you look at the channel like 10 years ago, there wasn't that many people who commented or left a like or dislike. It just there wasn't even that much quality in anything. But now everyone wants a 4K, a good explanation. Okay, so you don't want to pull on the wires here, you want to kind of hold the wires but unplug it like that. And unplug this guy like that. Yeah, I remember this guy asked me, do you even hold a business license? And I was like, bro, you know what? Oh no, he wanted a copy of the business license. And I was like, bro, you know what? Send it someplace else. And then like a day later, he's like, you know what? I can't even find anybody who could touch it. I'm like, okay, whatever, you know, but you know, send it someplace else because I have no time to send you any copies of anything, licenses or anything, because really no time. And you will see how much time I'm spending on this laptop. And really, there is, I mean, an amount of time it takes me to fix this one, I could probably fix a dozen, not a dozen, but 3 other laptops. Right. I wonder if I need to Okay, so let's remove those covers right here. Like that. Yeah, we got cables on the other side. And I'm not sure, is it gonna flip this way? No, it's not gonna flip that way. They even have different sizes of screws in here. Why would you do something like that? Okay. Alright, it's... Alrighty. Alright, let's see. Do we need to remove the heatsink or not? If the whole thing gonna come up, then we don't have to remove the heatsink. If it's not gonna come up, I wonder what this cable does. You know, I'll probably need to remove the heatsink. It's no big deal, I just sometimes my clients keep telling me, you know what, I was able to disassemble it without heatsink removal. And I would be like, well, good for you. So here, let's remove the heatsink. All right. Come on. Mm-hmm. Bet you didn't see that hidden screw right there, right? Me neither, no worries. Maybe another hidden screws under this guy. Nope, not here. How about here? Nope, not here. Well, you can see right away if everything is being built through the rear end. This laptop will probably get my #1 list of the laptops not to buy if you spending your own money. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you're a school district and you need to spend your taxpayers' money on this guy, then yeah, why not? But I mean, school districts usually spend it on Lenovo's, which I'm not really fond of, but there are really good kickbacks from Lenovo because it's used to be IBM, so they have really good relationships with school districts all over the United States. And thus we are in business thanks to school districts spending money on Lenovo's. Okay. Come on. Okay, good job. Oh wow. Oh wow, so many pads. So many pads. Wow, I never seen. I mean, I have, but I don't think I've seen so many pads anywhere. It's so dusty. All right, let's remove this guy. Need to dust it up a little bit. Alrighty. Alright, I will dust up the heatsink in a second. Alright. I just don't like when stuff flies all over my desk here. Alright, so will we know who the real manufacturer of this Razer? Or we won't know that? Let's clean up the heatsink, the thermal paste right here. Okay. Let's clean up the the GPU. Wow, NVIDIA GPU should be probably a powerful system. Okay. You know what? Maybe I will buy one of those for myself. Assuming I'm gonna be able to fix it. And then maybe I'm gonna buy it maybe for like $50 on eBay. And they're gonna state that the connector is broken. Maybe it's a powerful system for like video recording like this one, because my system right here isn't really that powerful. All right, so you see why we can't lift up, because of those two guys right there. And I got a whole bunch of wires right here, which I probably need to do something about. Come on, let's see. All right, let's see. Okay. Not sure exactly what this pad does. Looks like a sticker of some sort. But how would I safely disconnect all this mumbo jumbo without damaging anything? Let's see, maybe we can lift up this wire. So yeah, I mean, I've seen some laptops which are glued together and not really not really made to be fixable. This is not one of them. This is just made in a way so you wouldn't want to fix it. Like that. So let's see if we can. So the trick here is to remove the tape from this side opposite of where the cable is at. So from here to here. The reason for that is if you're gonna do it the other way around, it might break the hinge and take out the hinge. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, so my guess, this is the proper way to take it apart, because I have to slide the board. Okay, so those hinges are right here and right here. This one is on the opposite side, right there. This is the proper hinge. This is the opposite side hinge. All right, so now that we have something like that, we wanna lift it up, move this guy out, and voila. All right, so maybe I didn't have to remove the heatsink. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't even have. Wow, look at this guy. From the top, look at this massive pins to conduct the 230 watts. Wow, that's a killer brick. All right, so replacing this jack isn't really that hard, but the problem is, let me see what all those pins mean. Maybe if you're fixing it yourself. All right, so the two side ones are ground pins for sure. And the middle one is the plus. Yeah, the middle one is the plus for sure. And those two guys are ground. So when you look at this, this is ground, that's ground, this is plus, the center one is plus. And the outside also ground, probably right here. No. Wow, what's this guy doing? Shit, that's gonna make my life complicated. Okay. So that's ground, ground, positive. And those two guys. Ay, 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 ay. That's the tricky part right here. Why you couldn't make it simpler, huh? That's a data signal that's probably coming on the outer edge. Oh, see if it's the data signal. Oh, right here. Shoot. Yeah, that's a data signal. That's minus, and that's a data signal. Oh, let me see, maybe hopefully the data signal is also ground gonna be different. Let's take a look. Let's put this guy in there. No, that's not a ground. So you see it gives me like 14 volts right there. And this guy gonna, oh, hold on 1 second. No, maybe it's the ground. No, that's not the ground. That gives me 5 volts. That gives me 19.5 volts. This is the ground, not the ground, but this is the data signal. And that's the ground as well. Oh, shoot, why you have to make my life so complicated? Some schmuck decided that, well, it all came from Dell. What the Dell invented is they wanted to sell you only OEM products. So if you lost your charger, you cannot buy aftermarket charger. You have to buy an OEM product, which gonna cost 10 times more than the original product, but that's the way how you keep. I just wanna see, maybe I can find some place where this guy is being rerouted to. And after Dell invented that, so basically you can connect any other power supplies besides Dell to most of the Dell laptops. And then HP started to do that, and now this Razer doing this nonsense stuff. So what it does is this data signal right here, which is just a voltage of some sort of like 4 or 5 volts. If the board detects that voltage on this data signal, it means that it's OEM charger connected to this guy. All right. Yeah. Oh. Shoot, I knew this is gonna be a tricky one because let me see. Yeah, right here, this pin right here, you see it goes through the board, this side one. And I'm not sure where exactly it's going to. Let me find where it's going to, because I bet that I'm gonna be getting, oh, right here where it's going to, right here. This guy right here. So in case your client ripped out this charging connector altogether and you don't know where to connect this data signal to, you connect it to this little tiny component right here. So I hope that's going to be helpful to people whose clients are DIY and get things done themselves. Yeah, so that data signal you put right here on either end of this guy. Okay. That's really not something I wanted to deal with, but anyways, and I have to send my business license to somebody to prove that I'm in business. All right, so hopefully this is 5 or 6. You know what? This thing I've been using for 20 something years, the same model that's been around forever. Let me show you how high-tech this place is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna measure the exact voltage. Yeah. How come this is 19 volts? This is really strange. This is 19 volts. That's 19.5. And this is 19. 19.5. How about the one right there? 19.5. And this one 18.99. So how exactly this guy shows me 5 volts? Ah, I see. This guy thinks that I'm already connected to the You see right here, it only shows me 5 volts. This guy thinks that this guy, okay, so the way how it works, there is a handshake. And the handshake, you see that 6 volts and then it jumps to 19 volts? Here. Yeah. So there's a handshake going on. And eventually this guy conducts the 19 volts through. So hopefully there is no chip of any sort right here that does it. Because if there is a chip right there, then I'm gonna spend the whole night here to try and figure it out. But hopefully the Razer kept it simple, which they didn't already, obviously, because somebody was smart enough to install something like that. Anyway, let's remove this guy and see what we can do in terms of fixing this guy up, making this guy work. All right, so what you can do is you can use Kapton tape to insulate the area around the jack. Kapton tape could be found from the link below off of the Amazon. And I get like maybe 1 cent if you buy it from that link. So this guy we're gonna remove. All right, looks good. Here we're gonna just remove. Yeah, unbelievable. Why do they have to make my life so complicated? Yeah, so, and if I decide to put another jack on this guy, it'll probably have to be plus minus on the data signal, so I have to match something up like that. And something that has a plug that also has a plus minus on the data signal. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to, I mean, I know I got something like that, just I need to think about it, see what I'm gonna put in there. In the meanwhile, I need to send my business license to somebody. I'm just kidding. All right, so the way you desolder this guy properly, in case you want to desolder it yourself, is you just basically put some flux right here, put it on the hot air station, add the soldering iron a little bit right here, and it's just gonna pop right out. Let me show you how to do it. Oh, why exactly nothing works here? Alrighty, let's take a look at this guy right here. And I'm missing some, okay, right here. All right, so we're gonna bring in the hot air station. Let's point it on those 3 pins in the back. I don't like it blowing into my face, so it's gonna blow into the camera. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna add some flux right here, right there, right there. Okay. And let's see what else we can do here. Bring the desoldering braid. Okay, let's power up the hot air station. And what we wanna do is we wanna add some flux. I mean, some fresh solder. Alright, so what we're gonna do is right here we're gonna desolder everything here. like that, like that. Good job. Yeah, excellent. Oh. All right. So let's make this guy work. All right, so the way how it's gonna go is we're gonna just put two wires right through here. And let's put some plugs right there. And solder those guys up. All right, so make sure everything is in place. You want to make sure that this guy gonna go out like that. Okay. All right. To sit slightly deeper. Okay. All right. And don't want to resolder it twice, so just gonna put already. Okay. And here what we're gonna do is we're gonna just solder up this guy. Okay. And we're gonna solder up that guy. Wonderful. Excellent. Good job. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna chop the negative wire like that. Seems like an excellent soldering job. So next thing what I want to do is connect this data signal, which doesn't want to go through the hole. That's always annoying, so no big deal. Yeah. Good job. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this guy off. My business license. Oh my. Alrighty, so we got 3 wires. You know what, I want to solder it here from the top as well. Well, you know what, instead of what I'm gonna do here is I'm probably gonna put some hot glue. Anyways, let me just do a slight touch up right here so that the wire would be soldered from both ends. All right. Excellent. Okay. So now we got 3 wires, and airport security will never let you through with one of those laptops in your backpack because you would have wires hanging out. All right, so not funny, but anyways. Yeah, looks good. So yeah, let me put it all back together and hopefully we will be able to fix everything up. All right, so we removed the extra thermal paste that's kind of dry. All right, so it looks like it's shining. Ready? Let's get all the dust out as much as possible. Business license. Business license. Anyways, here. All right, so you don't want to touch those pads because they conduct the heat from the components to the heatsink. So it seems like that's sufficient enough compared to what it used to be. Alrighty. Okay. Let's set this guy aside. Let's bring in the whole thing right here. Let's rotate this guy. You know what, I probably want to put some tape right there so that in case the wires are touching the casing or anything like that, they won't. All right, let's see. Okay, so like that. And here we wanna put this wire through. Like that. We wanna put these 2 wires through. Like that. Okay. And again, good luck at your TSA. Yeah. Anyways, here. Yeah, so you can only put this guy into. Oh, look at that. We didn't even have to disconnect these guys. Ay, ay, ay. My mistake, my friends, here. We didn't even have to disconnect any of those. So connect it while the board is still here. Okay. All right. So, okay, I will know for the future not to touch these guys. You didn't have to disconnect any of those. Let them be. Let them be. Okay, so this one gonna go into here and that one gonna go into there. Okay. So overall, not really that complicated design. Okay, now I want you tape to be there. All right. And I want you to be right here. And you, yes, you go right here. And slide it underneath like that. Slide it underneath like that. Like that. And yeah, voila. You see how beautiful everything is? Yeah. Looks good. Okay. Let's connect this guy. Right here. By the way, it seems like you can do it even without, well, yeah, I think I can do it even without removing the motherboard, but it's not gonna be the right way to do it. But if you need to fix it right away, kind of make it work right away, you can even not bother removing the motherboard. We're gonna be through the rear end, but some people, I mean, I get so many laptops here that already been fixed, so-called fixed, the right way, so to speak. No, I mean, I understand. I mean, sometimes you just need it to make it work. So it doesn't. It's not. I mean, especially if your friend does it for you or something, then for free. Then I understand that situation. All right. So this one is here. That one is here. This guy right there. This guy we're gonna connect right here. Like that. Like that. Here we're gonna connect this guy right here. Like that. And I think we want to put some screws through. All right, let's find a big screwdriver. Okay, like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. Good job. All right, let's put this guy here. And that guy right there. Those are special screws in here. Those are the cheapest speakers out there, so I'm not sure if they sold it to you as a surround sound system. But here, like that. So yeah, the only cable is this one, and those are the two cables that you needed to disconnect, and obviously this one. Let's put the screws right here. Another screw right here. Okay, so we wanna, let's put some tape right here as well. Like, well, it's not exactly what I want to do here, but let's for now put this guy right here just to be safe. All right, so you are going like that. Like that. Oh, we probably need to put some sort of screw, or maybe not. I don't remember exactly, but here like that. Let's connect this guy right here. And let's connect that guy right there. Like that. Like that. Like that. I just wanna see if those are the guys. Oh yeah, that one is right there. Okay, I got it. Gotcha. Okay, so let's put some thermal paste onto the heatsinks. For one question, do you put new thermal paste onto the GPU and CPU? No guys, we just use your old one, as you can see right here. Alright, I wonder if we need to put... no, this one has a thermal pad on it. Alright, so it's just here. Alright. Now, some people don't have a sense of humor, so yes, we put a new thermal paste on. Take a look here. Like that. Let's guide this guy like that. Like that. And like that. Okay, good job. Okay, okay. Yeah, I wanna probably put these guys in. I wouldn't put the automatic screwdriver in here because those screws might just break when you try to screw them in. Okay. Yeah, you should have put those screws in there before you put the heatsink on, those tiny screws. Because when the heatsink is on, you will have a real trouble. Okay. Here we got the SSD chip. All right, and let's see. Here we're gonna have one tiny screw right here, one tiny screw right here. Okay, all right. Now let's put the, okay, we had a few more screws here and there. Right here, I guess, is one. I just don't want to put, maybe this one is on the top cover. So we wanna, okay, you know what? Couple of things. One is this guy right here. Another one is this guy right there. All right, and I guess we need to screw them down, right? No? I wonder, yeah, we have to screw them down. Okay. Long screws go right in there. Okay. And the long screw goes right in here. And another long screw goes right there. All right, so we got those guys out. We got this broken piece right here. Maybe it's not a broken piece, I'm not sure. Maybe just a guide, which you wanna probably secure like that. Maybe there's a screw from the top that's securing it, but maybe not. Nobody knows for sure. Okay, so here you wanna open this guy up, and there is a tape on top that prohibits the solid connection. Okay. Good job. Good job. All right. Let's put some tape. Not sure how well it's gonna hold, but it's here. All right. Good. All right, so I'm gonna drop in the battery, but I'm not gonna connect it yet. Simply because I don't want anything to fry here while I'm still working on the jack. You know, I even want to put some tape in between. Alright, so put tape in between so that there won't be any accidental contact. Now I got a screw right here. I got a screw right there. Alright, another screw right here. And another one. Right here. Right here. Right there. Okay. So all of the screws are here. I'm thinking I have to put... Let's see, where is the bottom cover? Okay, so one gonna go right there. And one gonna go right there. Okay, so we got two more screws that we wanna take care of. One is going right here. Okay, and one gonna go right there, but you don't wanna tighten it up too much because the old jack is not there. Okay, so this is not it. The reason this is not it because those wires could be pulled out at any moment, because if the client broke this jack, they're probably gonna break those wires off and we're gonna see it here again. So in order for us not to see it here again, what I need to do is I need to finish it up. And the way I finish it up is this. Let's put those guys right here. Let's put it on the power. All right. All right, and I put some tape right here. All right, so technically speaking, we got three wires right here, plus, data, and a minus. We got plus, minus, and a data. And if we just wire it like that, it's gonna work. Like that, it's gonna work. All right? But since this is a power jack repair, and we got an HP jack right here, and we got a Dell plug right here. So this is the plus, this is the minus, this is the data signal. Here we're gonna wire data to the middle, plus to the plus, and minus to the minus. All right. So something like, where are my gloves? The data signal gonna be like that. And I'm just gonna solder it right now first. Then I'm gonna solder the plus right here and the minus right there. Alrighty, so I put some plugs on the top right there. We're just gonna solder this guy up. Okay. Nope, not okay. Not okay. Let's put a little bit more flux right here. And try and solder it like that. Okay. Let's take a look right now. Beautiful. Really good job. Now let's cut this wire. All right. Excellent. All right, so we put the positive wire through one of the holes. All right. Wonderful. Let me see. All right, good job. All right. Good job. Good job. I think I want to put more solder on this end right there, just in case. Okay, so now it's pretty solid connection. Now let's see if we can get something like that. I see the wire is too thick to fit through. So what I have to do is bend everything a little bit. That's gonna be slightly tough. Nobody said it's gonna be easy, but everybody wants a business license. Yeah, it doesn't want to work that way because the wires are already all over the place. Come on. You know what, maybe if I gonna put a little bit more solder on the end right here. Maybe I would be able to push it through. Oh, come on. Yeah. I was able to push it through. Push it through. All right, so let's twist this guy right here like that. Okay. Okay, wonderful. And what I wanna do is solder the inside, solder the outside, and solder it to the casing right here. Come on. Come on. Wonderful. Excellent. All right. Looks like really good job to me. Like that. All right, so let's cut this wire off of here. And let's insulate the area with the hot glue. I got to press record button here. You basically just do something like that, and every TSA agent gonna stop you. I can promise you. Well, nowadays nobody cares about that because it's been a while. But here, yeah, something like that. Probably want to put a little bit more right there. All right, so we're pretty much done on this side. All I need to do is modify the plug. How to deal with the plugs, I got 1000+ videos, so I don't think it's gonna be that interesting. But I will let this guy dry and deal with the plug. All right, so overall I'm not really happy with the repair because this wiring is not as thick as that wiring right here. And I probably put too much glue right here, and it might have penetrated the inside of the jack, so it might not make a good contact 100% of the time. Just I'm not sure if there's anything to worry about or not, so that's my only concern. So let's remove this guy. Let's connect the battery. And good luck connecting the battery. Oh, it's connectable. Okay, good job. All right, let's connect the battery. Let's put the cover in place. Well, I can probably already screw it down because, I mean, yeah, you see, because the battery is fluffy, the whole casing is up and out. All right, so here, let's align this guy. Again, HP plug, HP jack right there, Dell plug right here. And it might be that I will need to redo the jack on the end of the cord because I put probably too much glue on the wiring that penetrated the jack inside. I didn't expect that jack is penetratable, but I think it might have penetrated it. Again, not 100% sure, we'll see. Again, it's the first time I'm trying to fix this particular model because the client really wanted to fix it. Now, the cost probably not going to be $110, simply because it took me about 2 hours overall to modify the plug, the jack, heat up the hot glue gun. So probably going to be slightly more expensive than $110. I mean, like maybe $20 more or something, because it just time consuming and you never know what's gonna happen. It's not like it's straight. So let's see if we are. Let's connect. All right, and nothing. 2 hours of my life wasted. Strange. Is there a power button someplace? This is the power button, maybe? Or not the power button? Again, I'm not 100% sure. It may be, again, the glue penetrated here. But I connected everything the way it should be connected. But I don't see any lights anywhere. And if this is the power button, it doesn't respond well. Oh, there should be a light on the... Oh, no, the light on the front is solid green right here. Right here. It was just solid green a second ago. Right there, you see? Solid green. Green. It's a blinking green light, so I'm not sure what that means. Maybe the power supply is iffy. Anyways. Oh, hold on one second. I had something on the screen. I missed it. Let's see. Let's try power it one more time. All right, so we got some sort of... I'm not sure what that meant, but something was on the screen. So the laptop works, and it wants me to put a password in, which I obviously don't have, and nobody provided anything to me. So how do I know if... How do I know if it's working from the battery or it's working from the power supply? Well, maybe easy solution, disconnect the plug. Oh, now it's red. Connect the plug, now it's not red anymore. Okay, so this thing becomes red whenever I disconnect the cord right here. And let me show you. Well, anyways, the point is, my understanding, everything is fixed and works fine. And that's your plug right here. So disconnect, red. Connect it back, not red. here. You know what, let me bring another camera in. I want to show you that everything does work. There is some extra cables here and there. Let's switch to the camera, not this one, this one. Yeah. So you see right now, nothing right here. There is a thing on the screen. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna disconnect the wire right here, and this is gonna switch to red. Red, you see? Connected back, not red. Disconnected, red. Connected back, not red. Red, here like that. You see? So my guess, everything works fine. All right, guys. Yeah, good luck at TSA. This is what I can do right here for your system. It requires a password, which I don't have. And it tells me nothing. Okay. Authorization failed, wrong password. Okay. No big deal. Let's shut it down. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe. I will let you know which laptops I would never buy. And this one is probably the one I would never buy because... I mean, 230 watts for a power supply. I mean, seriously. Good luck with that. Alrighty. Thank you.